Wow, new army chief already facing some kind of logistic problem. Remember that the fund that was meant to procure the weapons went actually missing and could not be found. And the former army chief and all of that, they were not able to talk about that money. And even some of the NSA chief also said that perhaps the weapons were on their way. So many excuses came forward after reports that the funds grew wings and flew away. And it was actually the new service chiefs that was requesting about the weapons on ground and all of that, and what they should know what is on ground and what is not on ground before they begin their duty. But guess what? The new army chief is having some logistic constraint despite the 2.6 trillion naira spent under Buratai and Oloni Shakin's tenure. Anyway, guys, I'll bring you more details. I'm very sure Nigerians want to know how these things are going down regarding that fund. More details will come to you shortly, but please, if you have not subscribed, please ensure you do so right away. And also give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we drop a new video. All right, guys, right here it says the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru, has stated that he is aware of logistic constraints among the troops of the Nigerian army, which are affecting their operations nationwide. The army chief laid out the challenge on Monday in Abuja while addressing the principal staff officers, top commanders, and general officers commanding at the COAS quarterly conference. Atahiru's comment is coming despite a humongous 2.6 trillion naira spent between 2015 and 2019 on arms and ammunition under the immediate service chief, including General Gabriel Olonishakin, retired, and the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Tokao Buratai, retired, and the Chief of Army Staff. It was gathered on March 18th, reported that the immediate past chiefs who held the military command under President Muhammadu Buhari for about 6 years spent more than 2.659 trillion naira on military arms and ammunition between 2015 and 2019, according to military records. It has been exposed that the 2.659 trillion naira is outside the controversial $1 billion excess crude account fund, which was approved by Buhari in April 2018, despite public outcry. In 2015, the military spent 397 billion naira on arms. In 2016, 444 billion naira. In 2017, 495 billion naira, and in 2018, 654 billion naira. In 2019, 669 billion, the breakdown had shown. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, a Sweden-based group which documents military transactions globally, Nigeria within these years bought arms from at least 12 countries. But speaking on Monday in Abuja, the Army Chief Atahiru said, "As you are well aware, I and my colleague took over command of our respective services at a very critical period when the nation is facing daunting security challenges, characteristics of a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous environment. You will agree with me that the retreat provides a platform to reassess the threat environment and review our operations with a view to identifying gaps that would be addressed in the planning and conduct of future operations. I am aware of logistic constraints affecting operations across the country, and I am glad to inform you that the President has pledged to support the Nigerian Army. As I speak, we will soon be receiving combat enablers that would enhance and boost our operations. Concerted effort is also being made to eliminate the threat of impoverished explosive devices, which has been a major impediment to troops and our operations in Lafia Dole. Again, in order to increase our operational capabilities, I have approved the purchase of spare parts and directed that all damaged and unserviceable equipment in the theater be backloaded for immediate repairs. Nigerians have called for the probe of the former service chiefs to be sure that they did not misappropriate the military funds while in office, but the president does not appear to be looking in that direction yet. Hey, I said it, These new service chiefs seem to be very serious about his job, but guess what? They are just going to cut his wings very soon and tell him this is how things are being run here, because he is trying to probe. Kind of, if you see all he has been saying recently, it obviously shows that this guy is ready to push for some things to happen for Nigeria. But guess what? The bad guys are more than the good guys. They will just cut his feather and let him understand that, yes, we have the circle. And if you don't do it according to our way, or if you don't do it our way, this will be your reward. So it's better you just do it our way. Imagine how he was talking about, he has all the reports about the former service chiefs, how much they spent on weapons in the last 5 years. Good that there are logistic companies that are actually taking a breakdown of all of these equipment that were bought about 5 years ago, let's say 5 years ago till recently. He said it's an International Peace Research Institute and they are in charge and they keep documents of any military transaction globally. So it is not just about Nigeria, and it is about other countries. So it is easy. It is easy. And they gave the number of countries Nigerians have bought arms from. So you can actually, from things like this, get to know how many arms were bought, how much have been spent, and how much is missing. Because here they have all the amount of money they spent. So what should be done now is to know how much was given and how much was spent in each year for, the purchase of weapons. And he is saying that he wants to know about some of all these things that the former service chiefs never bothered to check out for. But he said he wants to ask more questions because there are so many equipment in the Nigerian army circle that are damaged and should be on repair. He said he will ensure that they repair them so that the army can be strong again to fight against insecurity, because he said when they took over, it is a very critical time where they took over. So it is not as easy as he thought. He said, but of course, he is trying to probe the former service chief. He said, but the president has refused to give a go-ahead because he is not looking in that direction. You see exactly what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm not going to say much. Guys, what do you think about this? Please drop it in the comment section and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.